Om Gananantva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrunvannoti Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Saraswati Namo Nityam Bhadrakalyai Namo Namaha Veda Vedanta Vedanga Vidyasthanepyaevacha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavid Vishavahai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmani Savilas Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane. We'll read from page 62, verse number 69. Satvastvadhika vrittitvat. Wow. It is satvastu, then adhik vrittitvat. You can mark it sadvastu. If you break it, sadvastu plus adhik vrittitvat. Dharmi. Sadvastvadhika vrittitvat. Dharmi vyomnastu dharmata. Dhiya sataf prathakare. Brohi vyomakimatmakam. Avakashatmakam tachet. Asat tad iti chintyatam. Please carefully see. Asat tad iti chintyatam. Bhinno sato satchaneti. Vakshi chet vyahatistav. So we were seeing that the author Vidyaranya Swamiji is talking about the imagined oneness of the space and the existence. When it is said space, you can imply anything and everything. Everywhere space has been falsely mixed up with every mithya object, and it has taken gain reality because we have mixed the existence with the imaginary object. Existence, always when we perceive something, we have two perceptions. One is perception of an object, another is perception of existence. But out of our delusion, Maya's Vikshep Shakti, the both are mixed together. Both are mixed together. Mixed together means that instead of seeing name and form as illusory on the consciousness or existence, we see name and form having existence. So name and form, what is at the right is more important and left is less important. Hot milk. So milk is at the right and hot is in the left. Only where is left, right? While you writing, okay. I have left milk long back. No, not like. So, what is at the right is noun and is more important, and what is left is adjective or a verb which is less important, which is a substance, which is an attribute. So Maya has done with its Vikshep Shakti what is most important, it is kept at the left, and what is false is kept at the right. This is where we are stuck up. With every object, its existence is associated. With every object, existence is associated. And the result of that erroneous thinking is because I have attributed the partless, productless, spaceless, timeless existence to some name and form, which is with part, with product, with time, with space. So that thing has assumed reality. That thing has imaginarily assumed reality where? In our mind, in our intellect. And challenge is now for the teacher to separate that intellectual. Intellectual separation is very difficult. Physical separation is easier. If two papers are mixed up, or supposing rice is mixed with some kind of other grain, you can separate it. But intellectual separation requires quite a tough work. That is a tough. Because it is more inside, it is not perceptible outside. And this is where the effort is being put. Yeah. If you remember, we had already clarified that existence in the deep sleep is not having a part, product, or a property. Number two, existence in the deep sleep is independent. Number three, existence in the deep sleep is infinite, limitless. Deep sleep, when you say, then what happened to that existence in the waking? That existence in the waking is still as it was in the deep sleep, but on that partless, productless, limitless, and what is it called? Timeless, जो भी बोलना हो. That existence, on that existence, the name and form have come. Now the name and form has come or emerged. So the existence which was without name and form, which was without attribute, I have put the nameless, formless existences to be the nature of that false name and form, to be the attribute of the false name and form. Got it? So there is where the problem is. And then object appeared to be real. Body. Give me any definition of body. Somebody says, why you all people say in Vedanta, this is unreal, world is unreal. I said, see, I am not saying anything. You define, how will you define truth? You define. Only whatever is seen is truth. Okay, then the rainbow is also seen. Yad drishyam tat satyam, if you put this, then dream is also seen. What a flimsy thinker, you are wrong thinking you are doing. Sunset is also seen. You see the sun is moving in the sky. You never see the earth is moving. Nobody has seen with his naked eyes that earth is moving, being on the earth. Unless he has gone to the space. I don't know, from there they can see that earth is moving. You have gone to space. Achha. So if you go to space, they say, earth is like an orange, they say. Like an orange, those who are astronauts, etc. Very interesting, they say. They may have seen, but I have never seen earth moving. Neither I have seen the earth is revolving and around its axis, rotating around its axis. So this thing what you have put in your mind, yad drishyam tat satyam, whatever is seen is totally false vyapti. Acha? Haan. So the infinite nature of existence, if you superimpose, truth की कुछ तो परिभाषा तुम बताओ. When you say that this person is speaking the false, or he did not speak the truth, then what do you say? That means I can tell you that he was not there. He is saying I have gone to Marriottsburg, but he did not go to Marriottsburg because I can show you the camera. He was at this place. He was in Durban only. How do you know? He is there, he is seen there. See, he is there in, what is it called, Chatsworth Center. Same time, same 10 to 12, he said I was not there. Show me, see. I got that clip, see. He is here only. And he says he went to Marriottsburg. So now that something can be proved false by some powerful means of knowledge. By bigger means of knowledge is there which can prove it false. Then only it can be proved false. It is not there. Or something is false because it is no more. Something you say it is false because that thing is not there. How do you say, you know that this thing is false? Because it is negatable. Now body is false. Why? Because it is not there. For something to be true, it has to be non-negatable in 3 times. But body is false because it can be negated. Relations are false because they are negated. You don't need big Vedanta. This is a very simple aspect. So, but when it is false, body, why it is appearing true now? It should appear false. Like I see the film, it appears false. I see the blueness of the sky, it appears false. Not that something you have never seen false. You have seen false. Drama you see, you know that this is false, still you cry, still you laugh. You see the film, you see the drama, you see the acting, still you say it's very real acting here, very good acting he has done. Sometimes you forget that really he's acting such nicely. Why can't I see the object and people in this body here? It appears as 24 karat true. Completely true it appears. Now I ask you one question. Why in the dream objects appear true when they are false? In the dream you are crying. Why? Because you had a dream you had gone for an exam. And when you woke up, you think, thank God there is no exam all over. Definitely such dreams come at times. You feel, oh my God, some exams. Hurry, exams are remaining, and you feel, oh, no exams, thank God. But why was it appearing true then? Very simple thing is there. If something is having the property, or it is assuming the property which is not there, it is borrowed from something. So there has to be something which is true, from that the false is appearing true. Something is appearing true. Got my point? 10th class when I was studying, one boy was a total failure. I knew that he cannot pass in any exams. He is totally zero in all subjects. And he was also quite sure I'll fail. He said, I have not studied anything, I'll just sit in the copy and nothing will happen. He was very confirm. Two people are very happy in the exams. One was totally sure I'll be failing, other is a topper who knows I'll be topping, doesn't matter. In between people who are there, they are quite perplexed, half cooked. Now this person, this boy, I knew that he will not pass because he used to be with me, and anything I asked he said, and if anything I explained he never understood. I said, how will you pass the exams? Because this is very fundamental thing. He said, I'm sure I won't pass. But he passed. You don't know, our examination used to come on newspaper. So you have to go to certain place, newspaper was there. In front of 1, 2, 3, these 3 degrees were there. First division you passed. First or second division something. I said, how come you passed? He was also surprised. He said, I also don't know. You're understanding how come he could have passed? Then I understood. No cheating he cannot do. Because cheating you write something. His paper himself was written by somebody else. His paper was taken by somebody and somebody else did it for him. He told. समझ नहीं आ रहा है? His copy was there, he gave the copy to somebody. How he get all these things are technical matters. वो माया है. You won't believe what happened in Bihar, etc. When newspaper is going on, all around there are more people outside the school than inside the paper. You know how to give them? They give the paper. Now it has become very strict. They give the paper, copy, and somebody does that outside, and then he gives the copy. क्या क्या होता है? Now it has become very difficult now. हम समझ गए कि गड़बड़ इसने किया है तो सेकंड या थर्ड क्लास नहीं पा सकता ये. He has borrowed his interior. He has borrowed marks from somewhere. When name and form are false, I should say it is false. If something is changing, it will be false. Supposing I say, what is your name? You say, Ravi is my name. Tomorrow I ask, Bole, no, my name is Mahesh. Then either you are lying yesterday or you are lying today. Then day after I told, Bole, no, my name is Dinesh. अरे तुम्हारा नाम है क्या? दिनेश, रमेश, क्या है तुम्हारा नाम? बोले अच्छा, let us make a new name, Suresh. So, what is... नाम तो एक होगा, at the most दो होगा. We had two names, one of the house, one in the school. There are two names. I also had two names. One was for the school and one was for the house, what you call nickname. I don't know about you. One name you had. Everybody had one name. Two hoga na? हाँ देखो two होगा. One is they call in the house. अब कितना नाम होगा? अब I say this body, बोली body क्या है? Young. After 5 years I say old. I say middle aged. I say this is bald headed. Prithviraj, his youthful picture you saw not that day? He had hair up to here. Prithviraj and hair. Eh? He is watching? Hari Om. Huh? I couldn't believe. You can see, and mustache is also there. You can see that. By that, this body is true, that body is true. Something which you cannot ascertain will be false. And if it cannot be ascertained, but why it is appearing true now? Because it has falsely borrowed truth from something else. It has falsely borrowed truth from something else. I hope you are trying to understand. This is a very reflective text. सब चीज में अच्छा existence is permeating everything, permeating and pervading. Now because it is permeating, I don't know that I have to taken it as a property of that object. उसको कुछ कर दिया, कुछ को कुछ कर दिया. ठीक है ना? हाँ, देखो कितना अच्छा हो गया. And now I am after that because I think it is real. And yesterday, if you heard, both existence and space are different. Shabd bhedat buddhescha bhedatah. Because the difference of the word and difference of the concept of the two also. And I told also that space can pervade. Space cannot pervade everything, permeate. It is not in and through. Space cannot be pervading the thought. Space cannot pervade Maya. Space cannot pervade. But this Sat is with everything. So there is a very stark difference. Forget about this. Space is not seen in the dream also, but the existence is in the dream. Space is not in the deep sleep, but existence in the deep sleep. So space is negatable. The experience of space is not there all the time, but the experience of existence is not negatable. And therefore it is said, adhik vrittitvat, one is substance and other is attribute. 3 level studies there. First level, we separated existence and space. Second level is, we said substance is the existence and the attribute is the space. So you cannot say now space, this space exists. You don't say like that. Space exists, you don't say. Existent is space, you don't say. You say spacey existence. You have changed it. Attribute and substance, you changed it. You changed it. I give the example also, body of 5 element and or 5 element of body. Huh? 5 element of body or body of 5 element? Body of 5 element. Just in left and right you can make it out. What will be right will be a substance. What is left is the attribute. Body of 5 element. Body of 5 element. So it is making bodies not. This is the second point. And third point what we saw, that it is an imaginary property of a real substance. Normally, substance and attribute are of the same level of reality, but in this case, there is an imaginary attribute of a real substance. Why imaginary? Because it does not have existence of its own. because it is not having existence of its own. Therefore, it is imaginary. Acha, acha. And therefore, you separate that. You separate. When a person passes away, we are shocked. We are shocked to see that body. If somebody is there, So after that, we are shocked. Why shock is there to see the body? Shock is there to see the body. Tell me why. Huh? Why we are shocked to see the body? No, attachment. हाँ, वो भी reason है. We have attributed that this will be there all the time. There is a false, and now I know that I will not see this, it will be burned, and it will not be seen tomorrow. I'll never be able to see this body as it is. I'll never be able to see his laughter. I'll never be able to see his smile. I'll never be able to see his walking, talking. So all these things which was an attribute because it will be absent now, and I had superimposed the presence of that existence, and therefore the attribute of existence is gone to the shape and to the actions. Action exists, his laughter exists, his smile exists, his crying exists, his clothes exist, his job exists. Everywhere existence has disappeared. No, from that body, not that existence has disappeared, that Maya had taken away existence. And after that, because I had seen him in that form, those forms, the shock is because of the existence superimposed on the false form and name. And as you said, more a person is attached, more is the superimposition and more is the shock. If somebody's body is there, you see somebody is there, I don't know the person, I'll be still surprised. It is surprising to see any dead body actually, irrespective of whether you know or you don't know. Irrespective, whether you just see, how come this is... You are still, you get surprised. If you had been knowing everybody, he's a neighbor, then you are shocked. But God forbid, very close person is there, wife, husband, etc. You are shattered and very, very shocked. Why? Because the reality was too much imposed on the mind. It is an intellectual shock. It will take years to get out of it then. It takes 2-3 years, at least 1-2 years. It is difficult to believe that he is no more, especially if you have lived with the person for 30-40 years. It will take a lot of time. At that time you don't understand it is no more. But when that passes, then you understand that it nahi hai kya? Today is not there. He is no more. This is an intellectual shock. But while he was there, supposing you were repeating this and you are realizing this, that this is false body, after that you will have less shock. I hope I am trying to explain in all ways. बोले yes, I am understanding. ये separation अगर हमने पहले कर लिया होता, if I had separated it much earlier, दिया सता पृथक कार्य, I separated intellectually, then shock would be no shock or lesser shock. Therefore, sannyasis, to get out of this superimposition, they leave everything and contemplate. Why? Because they don't want to get sufficient shocks of sorrow. They remove the possibility of future sorrows or futures births. ठीक? Now, Akash does not have existence because it is negated in the deep sleep and dream. And therefore, Bruhi Vyom Kimatmakam. Here Vidyananda Swami is asking his student or opponent, Bruhi. Bruhi means, tell me, what is the nature of the Akash? Then he gives the answer. 69th verse, see the answer that is given. He gives the answer, Bole Gurudev, Avakashatmakam Tachet. Till here is Purupaksh. Akash is of the nature of accommodation. You only told, I am quoting from you only. Avakashatmakam Tachet. Avakash means accommodation. Tachet. If you don't know Sanskrit, you will confuse what is written. Tachet, after that, halant is there. Full stop. Then Vidyananda Swami says, after Tachet is Asat. This is Vidyananda Swami. He said, but just now I proved that Akash is non-existent. How can something non-existent have a property? Just now we proved Akash is non-existent and you are saying Akash is a property of accommodation. You please tell me how can something non-existence can have any property? Like son of barren woman is very smart, or son of that, that hair of the horn of the hair is blue. Something I have never existing, how can you attribute any property to it? Following? This is said by Vidyananda Swami. He said, Dekho bhai Gurudev or Guruji, let us do like this. Bhinnam sataha asachana. It is different than sat, and it is not asat. It is different than asat, and it is different than sat, and it is also not asat. He is suggesting him. Vakshi chet, if I say like that, the answer is given, Vyahatistava. In your darshan, this is Nyaya speaking, there is nothing, asat, other than sat and asat, nothing is there. And you are bringing sat and asat both, other than sat and other than asat. You are saying it is neither sat, neither asat. Now, Vidyananda Swami gives another definition of mithya. If you remember, one definition of mithya was which is different than sat and asat. If you remember. Don't remember, you are not there. So, he is now giving another definition of mithya. Because asat means which is not experienced, which is not there and not experienced. Non-experienced and non-existent, like the barren woman, son. It is not existence, not there. And therefore, but the mithya is which is not asat because it is experienced. And it is not sat because it is negatable. It is not sat because it is negatable. It is not asat because it is experienced. This is called mithya. Like the dream. Dream is not sat and dream is not asat because it is experienced. Like our body. It is neither sat because it is changing. It cannot be a sat because I am experiencing it. So Vidyananda Swami says you had one definition of mithya. I will give you another definition of mithya. Well, why? Because to suit your darshan. Let us now read 70th verse. I hope you are not understanding. Huh? I am understanding. I am very intelligent. I am taking almonds nowadays. I am taking almonds. 20 almonds she was taking. 20, na? About 20 almonds. See, if you take too much, intellect will get blunt. It will backfire. Still you take 20. Huh? 12. Achha. 12 almonds. Achha. You feel the change in your intellect. Huh? Little bit you feel. Achha. What the news, little bit. Next verse. You also take, no? You don't take in the house? Achha. So, Vasira takes. You also don't take. Prasad I'll take in the evening. Acha. Chalo, let's see now. 70th verse. No, everybody's becoming very intelligent, I'm thinking what is it? So, Bhatiti ched bhatu nama. See, the moment you see something inside, on the bottom of the is bha. Sanskrit na pado yahi hoga. It is chet, halan, and then bha is full here. What is at the bottom is full. When two letters are there, top one is half, bottom one is full. Okay? Again. Bhatiti chet bhatu nama. Bhushanam maikasya tat yadasat bhasamanam tat. देखो यदसत भासमानम tat मिथ्या स्वप्न गजादिवत. Bhati tichet. Now Purva Pakshi is saying, opponent is saying, you are saying that Akash or all these things are asat. You said other than existence is non-existent. Please get this point. It's going different slightly. Until now it was said what is experienced, and it cannot be asat. But he has turned his tone now. Now he is saying Akash can be asat. How? I am telling you. Purva Pakshi is saying, but Akash is seen. It is known. Bhati tichet. Vidyananda Swami says, Bhatu nama, let it shine. Well, it is asat also and it is experienced also. Yes. What are you saying? You said something else. Now you are saying, wait, let me complete. Bhushanam maikasya. This is the ornament of Maya. Why? I am giving another definition of asat. Mithya. What is there? There are two kinds of asat. One is non-experienceable asat, other is experienceable asat. Experienceable asat is called mithya. फिर से बोल दे. One is non-experienceable, non-existent. Non-experienceable, non-existent. Acha? Another is experienceable, non-existent. Like the dream. Dream is non-experienceable, non-existent or experienceable, non-existent? Experienceable, non-existent. Blueness of the sky is experienceable, non-existent. Okay. The bull, I am going to milk the bull. This is non-experienceable, non-existent. Kaushik is not clear. Clear? Huh? That's what I'm saying, no? The milk of the bull is non-existent. So this is non-experienceable, non-existent. But but the but the blueness of the sky. So bhati iti chet bhatu nama. So he has changed the definition of mithya here. Just because they don't believe in the word mithya. The Nyaya doesn't want to hear mithya. He said, now you believe in non-existent. Well, either thing is existent or it is non-existent. They say there are only two categories. Either it is existence or non-existence. So Vidyaranya Swami says, okay, I am giving you another. So there are two kind of non-existence. Yad asat bhasmanam tat mithya. Bhasmanam but asat. It is seen, but it is non-existent. Like the snake on the rope. Like the swapna gajadivat. Like the elephant seen in the dream. Elephant in the dream is experienceable, non-existent. It is non-existence, but it is experienceable. So don't say that space is non-existent. Space is non-existent, but space is experienceable, non-existent. Space is experienceable, non-existence. Why it is non-existent? Because it is other than existence. And why you say experiencing? Because I can experience everything else. I can experience the whole. Everything in this world is experienceable, non-existent. Why non-existent? Because it is other than existence. Because it is other than existence, therefore it is non-existence. And because it is known through senses and mind, therefore it is experienceable, non-existent. Like I think I am a very big person. This is experienceable, non-existent. Or I am a smart person. I should go to Bollywood now. Acha, I am so good looking, so I should go for Bollywood. You may get some villain's role there. So, what? Nothing. So you are, this is experienceable, non-existent. तो बॉलीवुड में जाने की नहीं सोचे कि क्या? बॉलीवुड में जाने सोचा जरूर होगा तुमने. कभी नहीं सोचा? अरे anybody? You have thought Bollywood? अरे ऐसा हो नहीं सकता. You must have thought once a day. That was experienceable, non-existent. But I am very intelligent. It's experienceable, non-existent. I hope I am understood. Don't give more example. I'm just giving the word so it gets impressed in the mind. Question is not of understanding. Question is of taking impression of that understanding. This is the work of Prochan, so that we don't forget so easily. So now he is giving the example. Earlier you had heard mithya is that which is other than existence and non-existence. But he has changed the definition of mithya to counter the Nyayik who say, please don't use the word mithya. Either a thing is sat or asat. So then he said, okay, on your asat, I am giving two kind of asat. Now let's see. The 71st verse is giving three examples with Vedanta Swami to prove how two things are mixed up. And we mentally separate, but physically we can't separate. You can't separate existence from this. बोले इसको separate कर दें. क्या? This I'm going to separate existence from this name and form. You cannot separate because what is existence is non-visible and non-tangible thing. It is not a physical separation. And actually speaking, it is not got mixed here. You are thinking, it is your intellectual problem that you are thinking it is mixed here. जाति व्यक्ति देहि देहो गुण द्रव्ये यथा पृथक वियत्सतोस्तथैवास्तु पार्थक्यं कोत्र विस्मयः. Now he gives three examples where there is a mixture but we separate. He is giving the example. Vedanta Swami, he is giving to that Purpaksh. Purpaksh means opponent, Nayaik here. One is called Vyakti, other is called Jati. Jati is not Brahman, Kshatriya. Like the Go Jati. Cowness is a Jati and one cow is the individual. One is called species, other is called a specimen. So one cow is a specimen and cowness is a Jati. Cowness is a Jati and one cow is a specimen. Okay. Manness is a Jati. But one man is a specimen. Horseness is a Jati. But one horse is a specimen. When you say this is a horse, is it not that Jati is there with that? Horseness and the outer horse had got mixed up. Manness and a man. But intellectually you separate that. Intellectually, one horse is not horseness, and horseness is not a horse. Horseness is understanding, but he is not horseness is not horse. Well, it is appearing too harsh. No, I'm not saying harsh. I'm saying I'm saying horse. One is horseness, or one is manness, other is man. Both have got mixed up. It is intellectually you have to separate it. You cannot physically separate. But intellectually you know that this is man and this is manness is in man. Manness is in man. I hope you are clear. Yes. Other is dehi deho. It is not dahi. It is dehi. It is dehi deho. Well, here also curd has come. It is not curd here. One is called dehi, jeev. Another is called deh, body. Jeev and body are mixed up. Like I am talking to you, I am not talking to your body. I am talking to the jeev in you through the body. Yesterday I used the word, if you remember, body and person in the night class, even. If you remember that. Now, body and jeev has got mixed up. When you say, no, next birth I will be very good seeker from the beginning. I will learn Sanskrit from early years. Next birth, I learn Sanskrit from early years. I will be very obedient. A student, not like I am this birth. I will be very good student from next birth. And let us do all mischief here only. And next birth, I will not do all that mistakes that I did this birth. And if you are married, you will say, never I will marry next birth. I will never marry next birth. So, when you are talking of next birth, this is talking about dehi. But when you talk to a person, dehi and they are as if mixed up. Dehi and they are mixed up. But intellectually you can separate depending on what you are talking about. When the person says, I think I am going, I don't think so I will be existing, I will be going now. I am going. Acha? I will pass away. I will pass away. He passed away. Not passing off. He was passing through my window. He is not passing away. Both are different. Pass away is different and passing through is different. So when you talk of passing away, you are talking about the dehi. But when you are taking of today, that is called deh. So deh and dehi as if mixed up, but intellectually you can separate whenever it is required. I hope you are clear. So two things are mixed up, but you can separate. So third is guna dravya. Supposing you say, what is it called? Blue leaf. So you know blue is different thing, leaf is different thing. Leaf need not be blue and blue need not be leaf. There is another thing can be blue also. It can be blue shirt, it can be blue pant, it can be blue house. 100 things can be blue. Blue is not associated only to the leaf. And leaf is not associated only to, it is incidentally that the leaf and blue are associated. So as you know that these two are not one, similarly, he is giving 3 examples. I hope understand that. Example समझ में आ गया ना? हाँ. Viyat satoho tathai vastu. Viyat means space. Between space and sat. Parthakyam. Satoho parthakyam. Both are different. Kotra vismaya. Why are you so surprised? He is asking Vidyananda Swami, the teacher, why are you so surprised? Kotra vismaya. That means in this topic. Why are you so surprised? Don't get surprised. Okay, I'm not surprised. I'm just feeling, how will I know all these things? I have so much of work today. Acha? I have so much of work today. I don't know how I will do it. I'm quite nervous about that. I couldn't sleep last night. And Swami doesn't allow to sleep in the talk. He speaks so loudly, and his speakers are on the head there. I should stay away from his speaker. But if I go, stay away from that speaker, here his speaker comes, real one. If I go far, that speaker is there. Come close, real speaker is there. Yesterday they were all talking. In their talk I was listening. Well, if we sit on the front, we can hear better. There is no distraction. Madhavi also said, there is no distraction. Sira was very quiet, no comments. She has never sat here, and she is happy there. And then Kriti also said, yes. If you are at the back, there is more distraction is there. हम सुन रहे थे अपना क्या अच्छा भाई. It depends on how deep focus is the subject, how much you are in the habit. I have seen the film from the balcony and the back, and still there is no distraction if you are absorbed. If you are not absorbed, you sit on the front, still you see here and there. So better to get absorbed. In the classroom also, you can sit at the back in the school, college classroom. Although they are called backbenchers means not a good student, but some sit in the back, but still they are very good students. You cannot say that somebody is sitting at the back, he is not a good student, I have seen. I think in my graduation, I myself used to sit on the last row. Never on the first. Reason I will not tell. Because behind was Gita. Under my book, beneath my book was Gita, etc. Gurudev's book was there. Very rarely on the first front bench. Last 3 years of my studies. Second last or last? No problem, concentration was there. I hope you understood all these things. Let me move forward. Because tomorrow also there will be class. Now my question is, on 8th morning class is there or not? This question has come to 1-2 people. I know who are those people. For your information, class will be there. Who will take mala? They'll put mala on me then. So, समझ गए क्या? अच्छा, 72nd verse, please chant. बुद्धोऽपि भेदो नो चित्ते निरूढिं याति चेत्तदा अनैकाग्र्यात् संशयात् वा रूढ़्या भावोऽस्य ते वद। चलो, बुद्धो भी से देखो भाई ऐसा है, इफ यू से दैट यू हैव अंडरस्टूड इंटेलेक्चुअली, इफ यू से, देखो कितना इनमें कंपैशन है, ही इज एक्सप्लेनिंग इन सो मेनी मैनर्स। देखो, अदर नेम ऑफ टीचर हैज टू बी इनफाइनाइट कंपैशन। बोले इफ यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग विद योर इंटेलेक्ट, बट व्हाट अंडरस्टैंडिंग? भेद, difference between Akash and existence, understood? Intellectually understood. Then what is your problem? My problem is when I go out, although I know existence is not the nature, but if somebody says something to me or something happens, I still the reason for my sorrow is still same, and still I get angry, still I get sad, still I get upset, still my worries are there. All that, there are two departments in my life now. One is during class and after is off, not during class. During class, I feel I am Jnani. But after that, I respond in the same manner as before coming I had responded. Oh, that's your problem. Yeah. So things have not, my mind has not changed, although I understand intellectually. Acha, still I have jealousies, still I have hatred, still I have attachment, still I have hankar. People will not believe that he is the same person. And I also am so surprised to see my response sometimes. My response surprises me. That I am studying so much, I am making so much notes, I give talk also, I hear also, but I am in the same ruts are there. I don't know what inner stuff is in myself. I don't know what kind of action I did in the past birth. I must be donkey. Acha, I don't know what kind of mind I have. Very difficult mind I have. But you understand? I understand it. So much I'm listening. I'm giving so much of time. I'm writing notes. I'm by hearting shlokas. But still their mind is such a wretched thing, I cannot understand. I think it is because of my hereditary problem also is there. So, he is addressing to those students. Buddhopi bhedah, no chitte. Chitte means not established in the mind. No chitte nirunin yati. Chet, if you are not established in the mind, that means your knowledge has not become your wisdom, your response. You and knowledge are different. You and knowledge are different. Like seeing the film, you don't become hero. Similarly, you see the Vedanta as a film instead of seeing the world as a film. You are very happy to see the film, you clap. You say, see what a nice film is there, nice song is there. You don't become hero or you don't become heroine. Don't go to that place where the film was shot, was in Europe. You have not gone. You are sitting at the same place. You come out as the same person. Similarly, if this is the case with you, that knowledge has not changed your response, your sorrow, your joy, your way of thinking, because of two reasons are there. Okay, what is the reason? Anaikagryat. That means multi-pointedness of the mind. You are distracted. Your vasanas are too strong of other portion. So in Vedanta class, only you are understanding. After that, your other vasanas are doership, enjoyership, attachment, aversion. They are like big mountains and they are dominating upon that. Okay. Samshayadva, either you have not understood. Rudhya bhavo asya te vada. So, because of these two reasons, there is no establishment in the mind. There is no establishment in the mind. You have to, like, it is spontaneous and effortless for you. If somebody asks you, what's your name? You don't say, I see, I'll tell you tomorrow. Let me contemplate and what is my name. I'll see my passport and ID. Then I can tell you your name by tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Please meet. Before that, I am not free. I'll think and contemplate. As spontaneous and effortless. In the dream also you can tell your name. My name is Lala. My name is Lallu. Or my name is Pradeep. Or my name is Sunil. Similarly, when you can tell that I am the existence at any time, even somebody beats, somebody hits, somebody abuses, you can know existence doesn't have any abuse. Existence is of the nature of infinite. I am not the doer, I am not the enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer. That firmness, when it comes, then you understand that you have, knowledge has sunk into you. It has percolated into your unconscious and subconscious mind. Otherwise, it is like the oil on the water. If you put the oil on the water, you can clearly see water is different, oil is swimming on the surface of the water. Similarly, Vedanta is in your mind. It is me, I am different, and knowledge is different. Because you have not allowed yourself to contemplate. You have not mixed. You are short of sadhan sampatti. Sadhan chatushta is lacking. You are actually a back door entry. You are a gate crasher. Gate crasher. Sometimes the schools are changed. So some boy was in 4th class. 5th class, he got transferred. But he skipped 6th class and went to 7th class straight away. Because the school was from 7th class. And he knew the principal. So he skipped 1 class. So when the teacher was teaching the 7th class, he was using the terms of the 6th class. Then this boy was sitting, although intelligent. Then he understood that he is a great cashier. He did not go through the processes. So similarly, you, because of lack of dispassion, lack of tapasya, lack of upasana, you did not do sufficient upasana. You didn't do sufficient karma yoga. You didn't serve anybody with dedication for 20, 30, 40 years. You did not give up your ego, etc. And therefore Vedanta is like the oil on the water. We have come unprepared. And therefore it won't sing. Like you have foundation in the makeup, similarly, without foundation you are building something, therefore it won't have a long life of stay. It will slip away. Then what shall I do? That we will see tomorrow. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.